this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Takes the handoff. It's Harris. Makes it past the marker. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to find room outside on the jet sweep. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Right on the money. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Boilermakers are marching down the field.
Ready, go.
Handoff for Jarrett. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on second down. Back to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got a man in the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down.
Could be an alley. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job.
Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Purdue. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Offense in a bunch formation. They go to the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the big fella. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary, catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield. Great penetration, nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Burns. Fires quickly, and they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
It is hard to get sacks on screens. I mean, the offensive linemen stay with you for a little bit. Defensive linemen squirt through. A lot of times they read the screen and backpedal. Not on this one. They got through, got to the quarterback, got him on the ground. Not good execution by the offense, but it still counts as a sack.
Slips through the line. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently.
It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Running to the left. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Harris. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Trying to escape and get it himself. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I really like when the defense goes dime. More speed, like so much speed and space in college football when you can put so many DBs on the field. In these situations, when they do take off and scramble, I go chase him down, make the big 3rd down stop.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Makes the grab. It's Moore.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Pfeiffer. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And here comes the offense on second down. A run for the quarterback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
At the 26-yard line. First down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Running inside, it's Cox. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Bruins have taken it inside the 20. In the red area, it's Cox. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Got it behind the line, it's Moore. The Bruins call timeout, it's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Burns. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! Made the grab in the end zone.
Coming into this game, this offense really believed they had a mismatch problem because of this tight end speed and athleticism, and you saw it right there, David. Nobody able to hang with this guy on that touchdown catch.
And either way you cover him. If you want to put a linebacker on him, he's got a speed advantage. A safety on him, he's got a size advantage. QB takes advantage of the mismatch, knows where his big fella's going to be, and capitalizes on it.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Open on the right side, that's Smith. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Timeout called by Purdue. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Gibson. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy, run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Going deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We kick things off with Cal in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ohio State, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings. Now back to your game in West Lafayette. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad.
Turning it on! He'll get a fresh set. Out to the 31-yard line.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. The run inside. It's Cox. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
That's caught. It's Lee. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Complete. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. The Bruins lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Oh, he's got some space. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Bruins are rolling down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Burns. Finds his man down the middle.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Bruins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. The penalty pushes the offense back for this second down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, UCLA!
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harris. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Harris. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football. But he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate. Pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
All down. Move the sticks as he picks up the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the...
There's some room. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and this defense has set them up in scoring position.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They're going to run it to the right. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Yes. Oh, another great move. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. Quarterback will keep it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Running inside, it's Cox. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Pulls it in with one hand. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running the red zone, it's Cox. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Back to pass, it's Burns. Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Terrell. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. The offense set for a first down play. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. And the officials will stop playing momentarily here to check on the shaken-up Boilermaker. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2.
95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge.
Here's a give to Gibson. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Boilermakers have their offense in high gear. Gibson again. Picks up the first down. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit hole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if it was 2-minute type situations. They were expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They're working that left side. Could not make his way to the corner.
That's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Burns. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Bruins line up the stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it. He gets a block. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Timeout called by Purdue. It's their 2nd. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Scanning the field, it's Burns. Fires to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get 1st downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this.
Might have a chance. And the officials will stop playing momentarily here to check on the shaken-up Boilermaker. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. The Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Here's the conundrum for the defensive coordinator. Do you stay aggressive or do you protect and play a little more conservatively with the lead just a few minutes left? Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Second down coming up. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him, and now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And this offense, they got another positive gain, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, and walk out with a W.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between